Are 80s movie remakes ruining our nostalgia? Imagine flipping through channels and seeing a familiar scene from an old favorite, only to realize it's been remade. That's become a common sight in recent years. Hollywood often revisits the movies from the 1980s because they hold a special place in many hearts. These films are more than just entertainment. They are memories that connect us to a specific time in our lives. They reminded us of childhood, friendships, and the excitement of discovering something new. These movies are like time capsules, capturing the spirit of the 1980s with their style, music, and social messages. When studios remake these films, they usually do it because they know the original has a loyal following. Remakes tend to do well at the box office because they already have an audience eager to see a new version. But popularity doesn't always mean the remake is better or even as good. Many remakes focus on updating the visuals and special effects, but they often lose the tone, humor, or social commentary that made the original special. For example, some remakes tone down the edginess or satire that made the 1980s movies stand out, aiming for broader appeal. This can make the new films feel less memorable and more generic. For fans of the original movies, this can feel like a loss. They often say remakes can't capture the magic of the first viewing or the cultural context that made the original so impactful. The original films are seen as more than just movies. They are reflections of the era they came from. Watching them transports viewers back to their childhood or teenage years, creating a personal connection that remakes struggle to replicate. The emotional impact of those first experiences is hard to replace. There's also a worry that Hollywood's focus on remaking old hits might hurt creativity. When studios keep reusing the same stories, it can seem like they're avoiding new ideas. This cycle of remakes and reboots might make audiences feel like they're stuck in a loop, seeing variations of the same themes over and over. While some new stories do emerge, the constant reliance on nostalgia can make the film industry seem less innovative. But nostalgia isn't always a bad thing. When used thoughtfully, it can introduce classic stories to new generations and give longtime fans a chance to revisit beloved worlds. The key is balance, honoring the past while still creating fresh, meaningful content. For those who grew up loving 1980s movies, the answer is complicated. Remakes often don't live up to the originals in the hearts of fans, but they keep the conversation alive and can introduce these films to new audiences. In the end, 80s movie remakes can sometimes dilute the power of nostalgia because they don't fully capture what made the originals special. The best approach might be to cherish the classics for what they are, share them with others, and view remakes as separate stories. That way, we can enjoy the memories and appreciate new interpretations without losing sight of what made those movies timeless.